The truth will set you free, but first it'll piss you off.
Crazy.
And how is that?
That's personal matters. That doesn't need to be put on camera.
Oh shit! You cracked Look at the leg, bro. It really did break on him, bro. You can catch me bouncing around.
Hilarious. Welcome to BKCHAT. Okay, can she introduce it? Welcome to BKCHAT.
Oh, like shut the fuck up.
The smart niggas ain't shit.
You're not cussing on that.
Okay, everybody, actually shut up. Just
Welcome to BKCHAT. This is the March edition. This month's topic is, it's kind of a conversation starter, if you know what I mean, and then we're gonna have everybody go and introduce themselves. Are black women crazy, or do UW-Madison niggas just suck and are they ain't shit? If that makes any sense.
You got it.
Okay. GD clarification.
Yes. When you say a black woman like crazy, like what does that mean? Like crazy, like really like psycho, or like? Because I feel like you're saying like black women are black women crazy for thinking something about men, or like why are men trash? Like what do you mean by crazy?
A lot of black men say they don't date black women because they're crazy.
Okay.
There you go. That's kind of the central thing.
All right, we got it.
Hey, everyone can go and introduce themselves.
Oh, sorry. Am I talking to the camera or them?
Just be loud enough.
All right.
I'm Odoi, freshman. What else am I supposed to say? I like soccer, frogs, basketball.
Okay, thanks.
KO, I'm Tavares. I'm fifth year senior. That was very good. I like my women. Juicy, wet, crisp. And yeah.
wow.
They're already. Is that fifth year senior?
I like them all. I don't really like wiping them all.
I'm Jared Bigelow. I'm just here to be neutral. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kendall, freshman.
Dimitri, freshman, facilitator.
Amal, freshman.
DJ Boosie, badass. Freshman. Angiana, aka Ange the Finesse Kid, aka Motherfucking Enjoyment.
Wait,
So
I
later.
That like 6 times.
What's his name, Kevin?
At least I know that.
What you say?
Follow me on Instagram, Odoi, ODOI, last A,
Can
LASSEY.
you edit that part out?
We are not editing any of this.
Follow my YouTube channel. The Founding Fathers. It's a picture of me and 3 other guys, so yeah.
First question or something. Come on.
Okay, so you said you don't date white women anymore.
I didn't say I don't date women. Yeah, them all, I mean, they're, being at UW, you know, it's a lot of them around, and it's getting very old, you know, breath be stinking, little lips, little booties, all that kind of stuff. I'm like done with that shit, and, you know, it just be getting annoying. Like, I know I don't want to be with them, so it's just like a quick nut type shit, so I leave it at that, and I go about my business, you know. But there's a lot of ugly girls that go here that are Caucasian, you know, and it just gets old. Man, baby, you just want me for my body, like, no, I ain't nobody boy toy.
I'm sorry. But, you contradicting yourself right there, sir. I'm confused. You just said you using them for a quick nut, but now you saying they use me for your body, so I'm confused. And what you saying is you ain't shit, too, because that's some not shit that you saying right there.
But to break it down to you, right?
You already did.
If I put it out there that that's all I want from you, then I'm telling you, like, this is what's coming from. And I'm not going to lead you on, then you're going to be my woman and none of that stuff. I'm telling you from the beginning that, oh, this is just that. This ain't that relationship shit. This is just you and get big and think about our business. So with me explaining it to you, you understand what's going on. I'm not leading you on. I'm not playing none of that, right? So if you decide to engage in these actions with me, you consented and you knew what was going on, right? So is that not shit, or is that like giving you what's going on? You signed that contract.
But you said they use you, though.
Because of the...
I'm confused.
That's
You
true.
just
What's the
explain that,
difference
boo.
between them being like, I only want your body, and you being
That's
like, I
what
only
you
want
can
your
see.
body?
What he's referring to is like
No,
white women, like fetishizing black men's bodies. Not.
But if you already going in, you signed that contract.
You signed
too.
that contract.
But
You're not going to
He's
be
saying
signing the contract.
just saying that it's not right.
He just complained about it earlier.
But are the white women telling him that? Like he's telling them that he just wants to have a quick
But if you say that's what every white girl would do, like
I came to that realization recently. Before I was out here with 9, out here no more.
Stop smoking.
And you know, I done took that into consideration, like they don't really want me for me, and that's taking an emotional toll on myself. And I just feel like I don't need to put myself through that because I know my self-worth and I know what I can do for these women if they allow me to treat them well. But if they don't want that and they don't deserve me, you know, I'm sorry.
So
Facts. Facts.
But why were you fucking with the white women in the first place?
Okay, this is what we're gonna break it down to. All right, so thank you, but you know, I capitalized on what they wanted, so I'm gonna give it to them. All right.
Well, why aren't you giving it to black women?
I'm gonna get there. Oh, so I slide. You know Tinder. Y'all know the app Tinder. All right, fast. So you swipe left, swipe right. Boom, you get a like. Boom. I can show y'all this message I use. This for some reason it really worked. I ain't the one for small talk and shit, right? So I just hit up with this message like, I ain't trying to waste your time. What you here for? You looking for a conversation or some date? 9 times out of 10 they hit me back with the D word. So I was like, all right, bet. Link up. Bada bing, bada bam. But boom. Most of like 93% are white women. And then when you go to these parties and 99% of people here are white. We ain't gonna go on all the other shit. But they're white women. Sort of more accessible, easier. So yeah, that's just what happens. And I value, like I've come to this realization, I value my black women better than that, more than that. And I don't feel like I feel like I'm wasting their time with me shooting that shot or something like that. I feel like 9 times out of 10 when I shoot a shot and I stop myself because I'm like, do I really want to fuck with their life? Like I know I'm not trying to be in a relationship. I know I'm just trying to get this nut. So I'm like, I'm not gonna fuck up with them. I'm just fuck with these white people who don't really care about me. You know, and I don't really care about them. So I'm just gonna like, bam. I ain't even gonna start that in their way. I ain't gonna get in their way. I'm not gonna stop them from being great. So I'm gonna just, have this little fun with these white women.
Okay, I fuck with that.
Okay. But the question hasn't really been answered, like, are black women crazy or, you know?
No, they ain't crazy.
Guys.
Like I said, I feel like there's a lot of black dudes around here that do the same thing. I mean, I can't speak for everybody because some people do just like white women. But these, y'all want to?
No, I'm just saying, like, you can speak for everybody. I was almost like, would you like to speak too?
Yeah, the other.
How do you?
Yeah, everybody has to speak.
He wasn't even done talking.
All right, let my man finish. Damn.
I didn't interrupt you, I just did.
You a facilitator too?
He is not a facilitator.
But yeah, so I can't speak for everybody, but just my take on this. A lot of black people, I said a lot, but like some black men do like just white women. And being at UW, so many of them around, it's like 9 times out of 10, when you go to class, you may see one black person in your class, you may see 2, you may see a woman, you may see a man. Like it's just harder, it's not there, not as accessible or open or available as these white women are. So when you go out, or I feel like it's just so many, they're outnumbered. Black women here are outnumbered. And as I said, I'm intimidated a little bit by y'all because I feel like y'all are great and y'all are actually smart. Like where I come from, the black women aren't like the ones that are here, and I don't want to waste somebody's time, you know. So I just stay back.
Makes sense.
We got 2 other guys that can speak.
I've been speaking, so.
Okay, I guess it's on me. I personally also don't think black women are crazy. Y'all, what you mean?
Contradicts what you said in past conversations.
You're crazy.
Come on now, man.
I'm crazy?
You're crazy.
And how is that?
I'm not, that's personal matters. That doesn't need to be put on camera.
Oh shit.
You cracked
Look at the leg, bro.
It really did break on him,
Is that the one that I was fighting with?
It probably was. It probably was.
Like leaning.
It probably
Bro.
That was a great move.
from over there, bro.
All you see is
There's
a
another
phone.
He went down in slow motion too.
He really did, bro. I was like, my phone on that one.
Wait, who was fighting with that one?
Both of these.
You know, man, they don't even know our business.
I have video. I'll show
This
you.
is on camera. Chill out.
Okay? It's our business.
Are you good?
Yeah, thank you for asking, man.
It's hot.
What were you saying?
Way was talking shit.
Women aren't crazy, man. You weren't talking shit. She just judged. She felt bad.
She always bitter for no reason, bro.
What's her name? Her?
No, I'm just saying her, man. Don't twist his words. Just
See,
saying
you
that
gotta
one.
twist words right now.
Just saying that one.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If you had a preference, you in class, right?
Right.
This is one black woman.
Okay.
Right? She bad, she smart. There's this white woman. She got a little something. She her name's like Allie or something, right? And then you have a. And I just. I don't even know. I ain't using like black name. Which one would you pick?
I picked the black girl. I mean, I've had multiple conversations now. I want to be with a black girl. That's what I want. I really don't have much of an attraction to a white woman. They just kind of irritate me, and I feel like the only reason they try to get with black people is because they never had that experience. A lot of them got that underlying prejudice or certain racism that'll flow with them. Whereas like black women, they just something special, like something different. Like they cut from like a special cloth, and they deserve to be. I don't know, they just seem better, especially on our campus. They're more responsible. They're not the types to go out, black out, and just make a one-night stand. Like half my neighbors just do that stupid shit because they can. But black women different. That's all I gotta say.
So where do y'all think this stigma comes from that black women are crazy?
Movies, media.
Niggas.
Media.
I feel like it is kind of our fault because,
Who was our? Can you clarify?
like, the men,
The black men?
I guess so.
I think it comes from
I have a
also a
question.
lot. Go ahead.
So as just for the girls, do
Can you speak up?
y'all honestly feel like when a black boy picks a white girl, is that like a crime? Is that like a sin? Like, do y'all honestly feel bothered because they don't pick y'all?
I don't feel bothered. I feel like it's just, okay, in personal situations, I feel like, because I feel members who like have white women, and I'm like, you know, you love who you love, I'm not going to be mad at you for loving them. But I just feel like there are certain situations in which people's reasons for choosing white people over black people is different. They're like, oh, she's bad, and it's like, well, there are plenty of like bad, beautiful black women, and they can offer you the mental, the emotional, like the actual support that is needed in the black community a lot, you know? And I'm not finna like call nobody out, but I mean like that's just, I don't really care, but I just feel like it's interesting on this campus when it's like, oh, look at these beautiful black women who are responsible and beautiful, but it's like you still choose to be with a white woman, but you love who you love.
Yeah, I feel like, like at the end of the day, it's like, you know, who you like at that moment, like your preference type shit, but then, like people's reasons for not wanting to be with a black woman, like you said, like white people are like easier or whatever. I feel like it's a lot of like black people as well that just want to just fucking go type shit. So I don't think that would be a reason unless like it's like.
I think that's a compliment as well.
I mean, I get it, but like I don't know. Well, I was gonna say something. That was kind of important. But yeah, I feel like that's like not enough of a reason. But like at the end of the day, you know, you're gonna fuck who you want to fuck, and it's really nobody. So no, I wouldn't get offended.
I don't think the issue is like the fact that you see a black man with a white girl. I think it's like how often we see it on campus. Because like we barely see black couples walking down the street. We mostly see like black men with like white girls a lot.
Yeah, that's my thing is also just to counteract that. I feel like that's a lie. I feel like you don't see that many black men with white women, rarely ever, and you don't see that many black people in general.
On campus or
You see it way more than you see a black girl with a white man.
In Madison, yes, but on campus, I rarely, Madison and on campus I do different things, because like, off the top of my head, I can honestly think of 2 people in the freshman class that I know for a fact. One, actually, just one on top of my head that has a white girlfriend. 2. And that's...
So when you see people together, do you automatically assume, oh, they're
No,
dating or
they
oh,
can
they're
be
trying to get
friends.
together? Oh.
No, unless I see you holding their hand, I'm not going to assume you're in a relationship.
It's a different question, but do y'all shoot y'all shots with black guys? Or, like, y'all wouldn't even approach y'all? Like, how did that work?
That's a good question.
Well, there's like this thing where we have to look at a black man and think, does he like black girls? So that's a problem right there. So it's kind of like, can I even shoot my shot? Because I don't know if he likes black girls.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
But then on top of that,
I was like, no, actually, I've never thought of it that well. At least not yet. This is just my
Shit,
personal
I know a
like,
lot of black
hey,
girls.
hey.
I'm sorry, you're right.
So I haven't thought of it that way because Because I'm pretty sure like the more I'm like at this school, I'm gonna start thinking that way. But like where I'm from, it's like literally everybody's black, so I'm like not used to thinking that way. At least not yet. I'm pretty sure when I'm pretty sure it happened. But like I like don't think that, oh, does this black person go for black girl, because it's like it'll be like I wouldn't think of it that way. I think of it like I wouldn't think of it as like, oh, does this person like my color type shit. I would think of, is he just gonna like me personally, not like because I'm black or anything, just like that. I don't think of it that way as like, oh, does he like black girls or does he prefer white girls? Not yet though.
So do you shoot your shot?
No.
On top of that though, it's something about the black boy. They always think when a girl shoots their shot that they trying to be fast or something. So does that not make them look fast when they trying to shoot their shot?
There's also different types of niggas, because you got the athletes where it's like, do they want to be in a relationship with a black girl, or do they just want to fuck, or do they just want to get danced on? You look at, I'm not trying to call nobody regular, but you get non-athletic niggas who ain't orgs or whatever. Like there's different like levels to it. You look at people and you can kind of see, or you can kind of tell by the way they approach people, the way they present themselves.
I guess
Just
what
from
you're
looking
trying
at
to
people,
say, but I feel like I get what you're trying to say, like stereotypes of people. But I feel like I know plenty of people who aren't on football teams or whatever that have just as much sexual intercourse as those who are on football teams.
I'm not saying that they don't like get the banging, but I'm just mean like by the way people approach, the way people present themselves, you can definitely look at them and be like, I'm not gonna shoot my shot, or I'm gonna shoot my shot, regardless of who they like.
Yeah.
Wait, what? That last part, I wasn't.
It's not about looking at a person and being like, dang, I wonder if they like black girls. It's just like, do you look like the type of person that's gonna ruin my life or not?
I mean,
What do I want from you, and that's how I'm gonna approach the situation.
But I feel like a lot of like I have this conversation with one of my friends. Like you can't base what you're gonna like, how you're gonna shoot your shot based off like past experiences or stereotypes. Like, because if you go into every situation thinking that someone's gonna hurt you, then you're just wasting your own time. Because you're never gonna trust anyone, and you're gonna ruin every relationship you have.
That's true.
That's true.
You said something earlier about if a girl shoots her shot and makes it look like that's fast. I feel like that's not fair, because
I think that's true though.
I don't think that's true, because when a girl to me like says something like we should just hang out sometime, I'm perfectly fine like setting up a date or anything. Like, you want to be the one to shoot your shot first, I honestly respect that more, because it's like, you know what you want, you know what you're looking for, so you want to go out and get it. It doesn't have to be a sexual encounter. And if the man is like a respectable person, he gonna understand that, he gonna work to that experience. It may take years, it may take months, but if he really about it and if he's serious about it, he'll go through the whole process.
Now we all with y'all friends. I'm trying to act like y'all a whole new person. Like,
Hey,
y'all
don't
brand
say-
new. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Why she all on me? Oh, why she all in my face? Blah, blah, blah. That's how y'all be acting.
That comes about when you're not interested. Like when the girl shoots her shot with me, I'd be like, oh, for real? Like, you want me? I'd be like so like flattered. Like, oh my gosh, you actually putting yourself out there. Cause like a lot of people don't like rejection. I like shooting my shot shit. I like to get creative with it. It depends on who you are. But if somebody's shooting their shot, like, I'm not a mean person. But if you shoot your shot and I deny you and you keep messaging me, that's like, why is she on me? Like, all right, fam, take this hint.
I get that.
But I would, for me, when someone shoots their shot with me, it's not like, why is she on me? I'm not finna brag, because I don't even know how to fucking do, like, how he said if somebody wants to hang out, like, she might just want to hang out, she might be trying to shoot her shot, so I'm not finna jump out there like, oh, she want this or she want me. Like, no, fam, just see it out, feel it out, how it's gonna go. And if that's what it was, then that's what it was. And y'all, between y'all two, and I also don't like people in my business. So if she slide my DMs or slide on me in person, it's between me and her.
We got some shit niggas here, don't we?
And that, like, for me, communication is key. Like, if you want something, say something. If you don't like something, say something. Like, if you don't communicate how y'all gonna get along, how y'all gonna do anything, you gotta communicate.
Communication is key, bro. In every type of relationship. Every type.
Speak louder words.
Okay?
Also,
Because I'm deaf. I gotta say, I got a
can
point.
you say louder?
Yeah,
What
I
you
don't
got?
think the camera caught that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, actions speak louder than words. A lot of boys, I didn't say all, like to have a sweet tooth and like sweet mouth, but they be different in person or when it gets down to it. But
I feel like
What do you
that's
mean
the
gets
person.
down to it?
like when it actually comes to the situation, they're a whole completely different person than what they're saying.
Like, they'll talk all that like good stuff in person and online, and then when it comes to person, they not really about nothing.
I mean, like right now,
Talking
like
action.
how y'all talking, like other, I'm not saying y'all.
I get what you're
but,
going
like,
for.
other boys will say one thing but do something else.
I mean, I think that can be applied to women too. No offense, it just comes down to like, it's easier to say something online than it is to like say it in person. You have that kind of like mask of, I don't have to deal with your physical reaction right then and there after I send the message. I mean, I'm personally one of the guys who I know I can talk like a big game when it comes to like text messages and online, but I get hella nervous in person. So a lot of times it may not be them not trying to act like they're not shit. Sometimes they're just really nervous about like making that first move and just fucking up the entire situation.
What's funny?
Nah,
I don't know, personally, I feel like the whole like thing where like men get interpreted as not shit is coming from like how like situationships are stemming more now than like actual relationships and like the lack of communication. So like when I feel like there are a lot of situations where men will communicate that all they want to have is sex or whatever, or sometimes they might not communicate that, and then the other person is led to thinking that, oh, after we have sex, more is going to happen, when like that was never, if it wasn't stated, then you probably shouldn't assume that, or you should ask, or like if it was stated, then you shouldn't have that assumption at all. And then after, because I'm a firm believer that like sex is an emotional thing for both people, so like after you have sex, it leads you to we'll probably have more sex than to think like, oh, we're going to be together. And then when usually I would say the guy says, no, I'm not going to be with you, or we're not going to be together, or all this is with sex, and it creates like, oh, the dude is not shit, which isn't like wrong because they never told you they want to be with you. Or if they did, then that's a different thing. Or they just told you they weren't going to be with you and you're just expecting something different because they treat you nice or they do whatever. But I feel like there's a difference between like trying to play you and being respectful to you. Those are like two different things. And I feel like that gets misinterpreted as, oh, they like me, they want to date you. Like, that's just being respectful.
Yeah, I feel like that'll come from like miscommunication as well. Like unless the guy actually like tries to lead you on purpose, then like that's a whole ain't shit ass nigga. But like if they actually tell you, or either if they don't tell you or they tell you and you like still think that, oh, we're gonna be together after this, then that's just miscommunication. But if they actually do try to lead you on, that's when they're not shit.
I also think it comes around with like maturity and age. I kind of will say like for all, but like, there's some kids that come up, boy and girl are just like romantic people. They're chivalrous from birth. They just want to treat everyone upstanding and treat every woman as it's supposed to be. And then, in the movies and shit, that they meet that person they want to be with, and then that person don't really like them, and they're like, oh shit. So I feel like becoming ain't shit. Some people are like born like that, or like just that's how they are, that's how they came up. But some people are turning into that, men and women, due to the way that they were treated. I think there's someone for everyone, and a lot of people actually like someone, but the way that shit turned out affects them a lot. I'm saying this for both men and women because people get treated differently in both ways. Women like to lead people on, men like to lead people on. Women cheat, men cheat. People talk and do other shit that they're supposed to do. And it's like when you're with someone, it's just hard. Like as a young person, have you guys ever been with someone and like, all right, bet, we're gonna just be together for the rest of our lives? Like, do y'all really think y'all just be with somebody right now for the rest of your lives? Like, not right now, maybe you do now, we older. When we all was in high school and middle school, like, you finna be with this person for the rest of your life?
Yes, I would have been.
But, so yeah, it's like, it's a learning experience. Growing up with like media and shit, music videos, rappers, celebrities, all that stuff, you see them doing it, so it's like, you kind of always want to be that celebrity person, then you just like, oh, that's their lifestyle, I want to do that too. Or you're just curious. It's frowned upon for women to have multiple sex partners, but a lot of people still have multiple sex partners, and it's like, it's frowned upon on them. But then when men do it, it's like, all right. But it's just like, it's a learning curve. Like everyone wants to try different stuff, and you're growing as a person, so it's not like you know exactly who you are, don't know exactly what you want to do, don't know who you want to be, and you're learning stuff about yourself, so it's like hard to pick someone at a young age or stay committed to someone when, oh, you just learned, you don't really like something she just did, like, and you didn't experience that until she did it, so you start doing that. And it's like also communication comes in. When you don't communicate people just grow apart. Like, you know, there was something that happened that put this in effect, first cause, but these effects came from somewhere, and it leads to stuff. Like, that's why you need to communicate. If you feel like something, speak about it and bring it up. But like, niggas ain't shit. A lot of people, I feel like you're like that because of the way you've been treated. So you got cheated on both sexes. That's fucked up. No one should have to go through that. If you're cheating somebody, just lead them. Like, what's the point? And I don't like how in a lot of media we have these videos of someone going through their phone. A lot of it is jokes half the time because someone goes to their phone and you see a woman staying with that person. I don't get that personally. Love, like, how do you love someone that was with someone else? Like, I just don't get it. And it's like women always want to argue with the woman instead of taking up with the person that they're with that actually did the action. Like, I don't get that. So it's like women, I feel, kind of make it okay because at the end of the day, I'm not saying it like you got a lot of stuff to be walked down, but a lot of times the men aren't held responsible. It's always the other woman who want to confront, or the man just gets his cake and eat it too. And like, if you can do that, why wouldn't you do that?
I feel like both stereotypes also come from both places, because like you were saying, like women say niggas ain't shit, but then like niggas be the same people to say like all black women are great. So it's just kind of like it goes both ways, and it's like the whole not supporting each other, not loving each other. It's like, yeah, we'll joke around and be like, niggas ain't shit, but then at the same time it's just like you kind of look back and you're like, well, is that really helping them in the situation? Like holding them accountable for their actions. So I mean, like, it's all about self-love and supporting each other.
I'm gonna tie it back into like, I'm actually kind of intimidated by black women because of like because like you guys are smart. It's different from what I'm used to in my hometown. They're like the women that I would have messed with in my hometown. I did, and there's that. But there's just some things that I don't find attractive, like the way you carry yourself is important, the way you speak, the way you talk, like your knowledge, like all of that is important to me. And as I said before, I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want to. First off, I don't even know how to approach y'all sometimes, so that's a part of for me, like, because y'all not white. Shit that work for them might not work for y'all. And I'm scared of key. So yeah, so it's like when y'all say y'all don't shoot y'all shot, nigga be scared to shoot his shot, and all this shit add up. You just be like, damn, Becky gonna answer the phone though. She gonna slide. So boom.
So you feel like a lot of niggas don't hit up black women because they're too scared?
I don't want to say that.
He's speaking for him though. He's speaking for him.
No,
he's speaking for him.
that's what she was like. Stereotype of being like how like yo like okay, this maybe when you're like older, but it's like white women will take shit, but black women won't. Like a black woman will call you out on some shit that a white woman won't. Like a black woman will hold you accountable for your shit, but like a white woman won't. Like a black woman will care, like that whole support system thing, but a white woman won't, kind of thing. Y'all ever heard that?
Yeah.
I want that. I want to argue with my girl. I want her to get mad at me from these white people. I need that shit.
But if you think if you think it's common that like black women or black men don't hit up black women because they're scared, then what is so scary about us?
It's like I value you more.
Yeah.
Like now.
So you value me enough or value us enough to make us lonely? You value us so much we're gonna be alone the next 4 years. That's what the value is. Y'all not shit to the point where you can never.
That's not. Let me just please.
Go ahead.
Let me just please.
Don't try me.
My thing is, at some point, different with my personal experience, don't talk to me lonely. Anyway, that's there. I was like, and two, y'all need to give it this double standard. And if y'all really want a man, why don't y'all go shoot your shot? Because that really has to do with it. And y'all talking about, so they're so scared, so they're scared, so why y'all scared? Why y'all scared? Why y'all scared? Why y'all scared?
First of all, y'all know me, y'all know I'm
scared. Y'all,
I don't wait for niggas to get me. Hell no. First of all, I don't know.
Wait. Hold on. Add on, please.
I agree with that. Because first off, I've been meaning to get this. He said that, like, y'all be looking at black men wondering whether or not they like black women. That ties into Bill saying y'all should just shoot your shot regardless. Because I've been told multiple times and asked on multiple occasions if I even like black women because the way I look and the way I act makes it look like I like white women don't. So I'm just gonna put this out there. I like black women. Okay? So y'all should not be afraid to shoot your shot if he even looks like, he may not look like he likes black women, but he may be intimidated. He may just be scared to fuck it up. He may be scared because y'all are different. Y'all are held in a higher standard.
We
So
don't.
high, we all alone, all the way up there. Fuck that shit.
My thing, they're scared, bro.
That's
They're bro.
That's what I'm saying.
They're scared to shoot their shot. And you know what? What they even
You cannot blame your local
Can I just say something? Can I say something? Can I just admit to the fact?
Say something.
Okay, we've established y'all scared. Everybody's fucking scared because nobody wants to get rejected because I'm pretty sure rejection. I'm pretty sure it sucks. And everybody. I feel like people are so scared. I'm speaking from personal experience. I feel like people are just so scared of rejection, like because it's scary. I'm pretty sure it hurts. Like I know that shit's probably gonna hurt. Like, and you know what?
What are we establishing?
We're establishing that everybody.
Okay,
Black
but we're
women,
not gonna.
black men, everybody is scary as fuck.
We're not gonna generalize.
Damn, why can't we all just
That's not what we're gonna do here.
Y'all are gonna generalize black men and say that they're not shit.
Yeah, we are admitting to them not hitting up black women for a specific reason.
This one did.
What did I say?
No, he pointed at me, didn't he?
No, he said I did.
What did you say? What did I do?
No, go ahead and pick your piece. I'm ready.
No, what did I do though?
She's just saying she tried to say all of us, which is you. For that, admitted that you were intimidated by black people.
Yeah.
You didn't agree to that?
It's not a bad
You didn't agree to that?
I like y'all.
We can't.
Oh, I did agree to that.
Yes.
I did co-sign that.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh my
Two
God.
out of millions.
We can't.
But I'm growing.
Generalize. Generalize that. I'm not talking about
We are
stage
literally
yet.
speaking about black women and black men as a group.
But we still can't
We
generalize.
can't do that because we ain't got.
You can't generalize
Ashley as she's supposed to.
That's why I said.
That's not fair to this one.
Because you got your feelings
Okay,
hurt.
but you were saying
Yeah,
women
I-
don't shoot their shot. Were you not generalizing all women?
Which one of y'all shoot y'all shot?
You Bill.
Besides you.
Okay, you're still generalizing.
Oh, she did. Oh, she did. But did she not boost her? Yes, she did.
But you're still
Yes, she
generalizing.
did. I used to do that. You're damn it. She did too. She did too.
You are still.
Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. Done shot they shots before.
You are still generalizing all women. You cannot just look at these women here and say that that's what they generalize, we generalize. We're talking about a whole group of people. We're gonna generalize at the end of the day.
Ain't that the problem with the community?
But that's what
I mean, we gotta add in the other.
I don't generalize, okay?
Make a point.
I said it's 99.9999% niggas ain't shit.
You're looking for that point.
You
That 0.001% you're looking for, but we gotta bring in the other factors. Like shorty, niggas might not think shorty attractive. You shoot your shot, and it got to do with you being black.
Exactly. You might not vibe with that girl, bro. That's why.
But and my thing also is not to, since we generalizing, a lot of y'all like to classify if a black man has been with one white woman, oh, he only talks to white
That's
women.
right. Facts. So right. That is right.
And y'all impressed about that.
And you are a victim of that. You are a victim of that. For sure, bro.
Because I know I can think of multiple
You
men
point out
who
two,
also
bro.
talk to black women and white women and Latino women, but because they talk to one white woman, that means they've been in red shirted or whatever, tagged to only talk to white women.
Hilarious because
My
you
God.
say this.
I don't.
I'll start naming names in this mug. Don't do that.
Funny.
Shit.
Anyway.
I feel like people are allowed to be with, like, you know, both black and white women because, like, it's just who you vibe with at the end of the day.
I feel like at this university it just becomes awkward because there's not that many of us, so it's like people automatically assume you should be with black people because there's only like 7 of us.
And they
When
automatically
they're not, it's like, oh my god.
And you automatically assume that because a black man is with a white woman, oh, you don't explain he doesn't fuck with black women.
Right.
Can you believe that? I understand. They don't still feel it's black women.
No, but there's
That's
a
a
difference
preference,
between
And y'all don't ask either. You just be okay. Yeah, I feel generalizing
But
now.
there's a
So
difference between, okay, you're messing with black women, but when you downgrade black women as well, that shit's some fucked up.
But who is downgraded?
but that's not different. But that's after you talk to them or establish that. A lot of y'all be out here.
You assume as soon as you see that shit, bro. Assume, bro. I don't fuck with him no more. I don't fuck with him.
But wait, do y'all think that the environment has a plan? Because I lived in Madison my whole life and I've seen equal, I've seen black love, I've seen interracial love with white people, so I'm used to that shit. But if you're coming from a place where you're not used to that shit, don't you think that has a what the fuck is it called?
This is what
I guess at the end of the day, you have to
They're used to all
can't
these
live in
black girls,
ignorance.
bro.
Yeah,
They always used to all these black girls in their hometown. They come back here, bro. Let's try something new, bro. Oh, I see a white girl. I don't like white girls in my hometown. Let me try that shit out.
But don't people,
that is true.
don't people come to college to fuck? Don't people come to college to
Okay. But ain't you looking for a relationship though? So now you just wanna fuck?
But some people do that. You can't be mad at them for doing what they're gonna do when they come to college
You're
and
so proud of
experiment.
Exactly. I'm not mad, bro.
Came back with the snacks.
I got some of those off the bag too, bro. Motherfucker smack.
These?
Yes.
For men, I think it's different. I don't think men come to college for something new. I think men for just stick with what they do. I think women are always trying to experiment.
What? That's
I'm like, now you lost me. Now you lost me. Now let's talk about the side real quick.
Women are the ones that are not men.
Oh, come back at home.
No.
You are lying.
Now.
Oh my god.
Now you start on the table.
I'm totally on their side now.
Everybody, it's nothing wrong with experimenting.
Because I fight
It's okay
everyone.
to
I fight
What you like? What do you mean experiment? Like as in different races? Or
You can test the waters.
Excuse me. Just define what you mean by what do you mean by experiment.
Fuck y'all said. Y'all said black women at home when you come to Madison, they trying to do something new. Did y'all not just say that? Then somebody
So you
said,
mean they're trying new races, or what do you mean?
In Madison, like,
What do you mean by
know what
that?
you mean.
So I thought of it as this. I thought of it as like when people are getting to college, they're becoming more like sexually adventurous and like all that type of stuff.
they're becoming who they're gonna be for the rest of their
Well,
lives.
not only that, like I feel like that whole phase. I feel like everyone has that their freshman year because you have more opportunities, you have more flexibility to stuff. A lot of people. What you looking at me for?
you just too young.
But anyway, that's
You
what
in
I'm
your
saying.
freshman year. Your other
I feel like if that's what we're talking about, then I feel like I've seen that equally on both sides, on men and on women.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you're
I
referring
don't
to.
know what's going on.
You don't know who you're here.
I feel like everyone could hear this.
Why you put the schools in both hands?
It was the colors. I just put them up.
So as our conversation comes to an end.
It's over?
Yes.
I told you
We're
like
like really over time.
We've been cool.
Is there any last closing statements anyone would like to share about the original topic?
Okay, we'll just
Yeah, let's go around here.
We'll go around. First and foremost, niggas are shit. I like black women.
I'm sorry, all of them?
No, we're going around.
We're not.
Everyone's just saying their statements. We need to
Nigga.
This is not the conversation anymore. This is your statement now.
Alright, I feel many niggas are misjudged off of potentially one mistake or just grouped in with all of their friends just because of who they associate with. I believe entire black man should be treated individually and equally and deserves the opportunity to prove that he is shit. That's all I gotta say.
Men are shit. We get it how you live.
Get how you live.
I ain't done, but I like black women. I'm starting to get more adventurous, experimenting, you know, trying to shoot shots and all that kind of stuff. So get at your boy. But yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Y'all come back to me. I got more I want to say.
I want to come back to me as well.
We're not about to shout out your motherfucking Snapchat,
Instagram, Odray, ODOI, underscore, Lassay, LASSEY. Can we not? Dang, I need
Can we
my
get through
follows
this?
up.
Okay, Jared.
You got somebody to
It's
live.
$5 a shout out.
I just like to have black friends too. Like they said, the story that we can't talk about everything. They just want a black girl they can just talk to someday. Damn, can I have a best friend that's black?
Right.
No problem. Why do I gotta always have to fucking have sex? Why
Okay.
Shout out my friends, bro.
Okay.
Okay, I would just like to say that black women are not crazy and men are shit. And that both sides need to be held accountable for their actions.
I agree. Retweet that statement.
Yeah.
Shout out Madison
Yeah,
niggas.
you know, for the boys, yeah. I give them, you know,
Speak up.
90.999% not shit. And they
Also,
probably
we could do,
confused
like,
too.
9.
But you know, that's another story for another day,
Wait,
okay?
did you say 99 or 90?
90.
Okay.
Oh shit, I got 9.001%.
Myself and
So, yeah, that's another conversation. But yeah, the women aren't crazy. Some men are shit, you know. Just gotta find them, you know.
I feel
Motherfucking rough.
like at the end of the day, niggas are not shit, and the dryness that black women will be experiencing for the next 4 years is what's gonna make them strong and maybe prepare them for the workforce.
We got some biases over here.
That's my opinion.
this.
She out here talking
This
about dry.
bitch.
Shout out my Madison niggas,
I'm
bro.
not about to play.
Okay, I feel like, you know, black women cannot be shit, black men cannot be shit. You know, there could be people that are shit sometimes, and, you know, at the end of the day, it's both people's faults, black men and women. Like, if you want to talk, y'all should just talk. Like, literally, everybody's just scared, and there's no need to be scared because we all low-key love each other at the end of the day, so. But yeah, half and half, people not shit, equally.
Wait, and honest is key. People love the truth, okay?
Shout out my
Don't
home
play
lady,
people's
Donna.
feelings, bro. I like truth. Don't be doing all that. Oh, I don't want to hurt their feelings. Let a nigga know, bro. I don't got time for shenanigans or bullshittery. Just let me know for real.
Okay,
So I'm gonna
so
put that on the list.
I just wanna say, Madison boys don't know the color. Cocoa butter,
Why Madison boys?
shea butter, but I'm just.
It's like back up.
Shout out Dorm Room Studios too.
It's alright, it's alright.
Which one are you referring to?
Kind of.
Shea butter.
Nah,
Shea
It's like
butter.
It's like gray. It's off.
It's like this color.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't
It's just not yellow.
Shout out my mom, my dad.
Shout out to country.
Oh, like
Yes.
I just want to say that black love is important, and regardless, don't let one bad experience fuck up your expectations for the next one.
I got something to say too. And they gonna act right for shorty that they really want. So shit, if it ain't your time, it ain't your time. Help that nigga get to where he's supposed to be. Help her get to where she's supposed to be.
Also,
Don't
black
be mad.
love is good too. I'm supporting that, but let people love who they want to love. Just because they
Yeah.
ain't loving you, don't be pressed.
Also, I
love
feel
you,
like we're freshmen except you.
Oh, because you're a senior.
Yeah, but like we're freshmen and it's like you shouldn't be coming here expecting to. Oh my God, I'm still single. I'm gonna be
Right.
forever. Have best semester.
Get your fuck off.
No. First
Wrap up. Use
first
protection.
year.
Wrap it up, me.
No, just relax, calm down, take it slow.
Abstinence is key.
And listen,
Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay.
Do what you
shout out my
want.
nigga.
You know what? An orgasm is good for the brain. It's good for the brain.
I'm gonna do
Abstinence.
it.
It's good to let stuff down.
Lamont,
Abstinence. Don't
Glenn,
do that.